Talk about this. It's just been such a big sports and news story how the female gymnasts appeared on Capitol Hill and talked about how critical mental health is in sport. And Simone Biles, when she withdrew from several events at the Olympics, there were lots of people who criticized her. There were loads more people who supported her. There's two issues at stake here. The big one is that these are leaders who are now telling the public it's okay not to be okay, which I think is phenomenal. It's also like when you're a gymnast, it's not okay if you are struggling and it's not like you're going to lose by a meter. You could really be injured badly.
Yeah. There's a dynamic there that's called the twisties, where you're up in the air and there's a disconnect between your mind and body, a connection that's been formed over years and years of training and intricate, and if they're not done properly, potentially dangerous maneuvers. Now, what caused that in Simone Biles' case is up to speculation, but I think it's reasonable to assume it's a combination of factors, stress among them. She was positioned as the face, the American face of the Olympics, something she bought into willingly. We're not saying that that's a burden, or it didn't appear to be, until it got to be too much. Maybe the expectations that if she didn't perform to perfection, which had pretty much been her norm leading up to the Olympics, maybe that got to her, combination of things, fatigue, whatever it might be. But it wasn't just, despite what some of the ignorant criticism was, it wasn't just that she found the pressure to be too much. The pressure contributed to this situation where she could no longer be sure that she could execute the maneuvers, forget about to getting the scores she was used to getting, but execute the maneuvers without some sort of serious injury. You're up in the air, you could land on your head, paralysis or anything in between is possible, and that is what caused her hesitation and caused her to drop out of most of the competitions at the Olympics, even though she realized that it was greatly disappointing, not just to her and to her teammates, but to millions of Americans who really enjoy watching her perform because she was a supreme artist in her particular discipline.
I also like the fact that she said, you know what, your mental health is really important. So even if it is difficult for your environment to pay attention to it, you have to.